All right. Is it hard to disconnect the Lannister from the ghosts?
No, not from me.
No.
But I've never had a problem with that.
Oh, I do. There are plenty of actors that I'm like, yep, I can't disconnect this guy. Though.
There is one actor that I cannot freaking like. Maybe because he does the exact same voice. It's the guy who does Robin from Teen Titans. I cannot stop like hearing him as Robin from Teen Titans.
Okay, that is a problem. Yes, I do have problems with voice actors. For example, whenever I hear Steve Blum, unless he's doing a really different voice, I hear Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
But I give him credit that he does some voices that, like for example, Starscream in Transformers Prime. I went 3 seasons without even knowing that was Steve Blum. And I was just like, dude, I'm impressed. There's nothing in here, Piff.
No, there is. There's a chest right over here.
Not for me.
Oh,
You're lying.
I just got my heavy weapon.
You're
Maybe
lying
that's
to
why.
me, aren't you?
I got my sweet heavy weapon now.
You mentioned one of the actors a while ago. Like Willem Dafoe is one of those. Like I can't unpicture the Green Goblin.
From the Green Goblin. Well,
Yeah.
to me, William Dafoe was easier though because I watched
the
like
shore.
Platoon and those movies first.
Oh, me too. But the memorable thing, like the Green Goblin and his face, just go so hand in hand that I'm never able
He
to
was so
disconnect.
deliciously bad at
Same
that
thing.
role.
Let's say Robert Downey Jr. Impossible to disconnect him from Iron Man.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if he's playing Sherlock Holmes, like no, that's Iron Man right there.
I don't have that problem, but I
I
definitely see.
do.
Well, here, okay, I have kind of had that problem. When I see Robert Downey Jr., I think Iron Man. He is good enough though that when he's doing Sherlock Holmes, I can see him as Sherlock Holmes when you're
Those are question
disconnected
marks, I'm out.
due to
Fuck.
an error of Caterpillar.
I'm so out of it. I'm not even.
All right, here's another one. Hugh Jackman.
Oh, yeah, I pretty much just see Wolverine.
Yep.
Piffy, I'm gonna need another invite, sir. The game decided to caterpillar me.
Does it just does it just separate you guys?
Yeah. I
And
love
now
how
you're
they named all their errors cute words, like that's gonna make it better. Aw, you weren't taken out due to our incompetence. You got caterpillared. Ah.
It is a
Yeah,
bit better.
you just got run over by a big construction vehicle. How does it feel?
It feels like a Friday night.
Did my notifications somehow turned off again? I don't,
I invited
No?
you to the game.
There you go. There you go. No, it just came. Okay.
Oh, was Piff masturbating again?
I don't know.
No one knows.
Okay, Deadeye, it's not a multiplayer only game, but you do have to be online to play. I think you need at least Xbox Live. You know, you can do the free one. Like Xbox Live Silver is fine. You just can't do the multiplayer PvP. But you do need to have an internet connection or you can't play this game at all, which sucks.
It's like Diablo. Even if you want to play solo
Or
connect to
Assassin's Creed
servers.
2. Yeah.
Halo actually had a point to begin with. It doesn't have it anymore, but it did.
Halo?
Hmm?
What had a point?
What was that thing called?
It says you're in a tutorial. You can't let me.
I'm not in a tutorial.
I don't know what's going on, man.
He was caterpillared. Or maybe this is butterfly.
He was
I don't
tutorialized.
I think there's caterpillar, there's centipede, there's hawk.
What does that even stand for?
Just different
Wait.
error codes. Instead of
Hawk.
it being error 5567, it's error caterpillar.
Hawk is not a bird. Hawk is not an insect. What's?
Oh,
we were sticking to a theme here.
I guess that, you know what? Honestly, I think they put a bunch of animals on a chart and just threw darts at it.
Actual animals, not
They
names
missed
of
all
animals.
the cute ones.
They put actual animals on a chart,
Oh, okay.
not even the names.
Deadeye, kind of like what Globkey said, it will be more difficult if you play it by yourself, but I've actually spent a good 6 or 7 hours now playing this game just by myself, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I will say that some of the top level stuff you probably won't be able to ever do on your own. There's supposed to be
and level raids and stuff like that.
there's supposed to be one raid. I'm actually kind of interested in it, and I agree that this also kind of smacks of multiplayer or MMO. But there's supposed to be a raid in here that's so difficult that you can only do it with friends. In other words, there's no public matchmaking because they really want you to work as a team. It's 6 people, and it's supposed to be flippin' hard. They said they gave it to a group of pro players, and after 16 hours, they still had not beaten it. That, to me, sounds like a fun challenge, given that, Piph and I are the ones that like to put Halo on Legendary and throw our brains on the wall.
All right, I found the wording on Bungie's press release. Destiny really begins at level 20. Which means most of your game is fucking bullshit. If your game doesn't begin until you reach level 20, that's not a good design choice.
It does not appeal to me.
Whatever they're looking for,
yeah.
We should probably find it first.
Yeah, I disagree with it, only because, I'm level 8, and I've had lots of hours of fun with this game.
Okay.
So,
from what I've seen so far, I personally would not have fun with this game.
It
seems a bit grindy.
I completely, 100% agree with that. It is a grindy game, and that's not for everyone. It really isn't. It's like Final Fantasy meets Halo in some respects.
Both of which I have not played.
Right. So I completely understand. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those people like, if I like this game, you all must like this game too.
I hate those kind of people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start being one of those people.
They're saying it starts at level 20 because of the Crucible stuff and Destiny's heroic mode progressions.
See, Piph made himself into a turret.
For daily heroic story chapters and weekly heroic strikes.
That sounds a lot like an MMO.
Yep.
Not gonna lie. Okay, here's the thing. I guess, like you said, we're just gonna have to be different because I look at it like a first-person shooter because of the core gameplay. The core gameplay is that of an FPS.
I'm waiting for Squee.
I'm trying to get there, but there's just everything in my way. Please stop shooting me.
You're in the game?
I'm in the game. I'm trying to get to you.
Probably help out.
What's the inside of? What is that?
We killed each
like
other.
A smokestack. I think Piph found the Titanic, and now he's made it his home.
I'll revive you. I'm coming.
At least I slayed my fool who killed and did me.
I hit revive. I don't.
Fine, I'll just revive over here.
Wait, man.
Fine.
Let's go ahead.
I know, but you look like you were having some issues, so.
I had one issue. It was resolved because it targeted something else. You were the only one left.
I'm back. Let's do this. Whatever we're doing.
We scanned this thing, I think. Now we're going to the other one.
Yeah.
But first, this game.
I mean, I should be clear. I'm not trying to sing this game's praises as the best game since best thing since baked bread or whatnot. It's definitely got its flaws. The quests so far seem very generic.
Well, so does baked bread, to be honest.
See, I think it's funny that it's baked bread because that means there was just raw dough, and people didn't understand to actually make it into bread for the longest time.
It was 200 years before they realized they could put it in an oven.
And that's probably not too far from it. I'm pretty sure people ate dough before they realized they could make bread out of it.
Yeah.
But this thing definitely has its flaws. Oh, hang on. Dinklage just gotta say stuff.
Peter Dinklage.
The same transmission.
It is kind of interesting, though, how some things that we eat today,
let's check it out.
You stop and think, wait a minute, how did people realize that this was even edible?
Yeah.
How did people put this and this together? How did that happen?
Like I used to always wonder how people came up with steel, because the process to turn iron into steel is just so. You gotta put it in a bunch of charcoal, then you gotta fold it and hammer it back out, and then you gotta do it again. And I'm like, who It was like some blacksmith get really drunk. Oh, screwed it up. Hang on, let me redo it.
Milk is really confusing for me.
Actually, like, basically folding it in half and then doing it again and again is actually something that people have done before actually doing the whole coal thing.
Yeah, it was before steel. Like steel, you have to do a specific process of like heating it and then cooling it really quick and then heating it up again. And that process, I know for a fact, they found out by peeing on it.
Huh.
Yes. I believe it was the Egyptians who did it first, and then the Romans sort of copied it.
Oh, that's something I do from time to time. Something doesn't work, I pee on it and see if it works afterwards.
I can see that.
You should work in tech support.
Yeah.
My computer's busted. Did you try peeing on it?
Well, first turn
I
it off.
haven't. I
and on
probably
again.
should,
and
though.
then-
Yeah, you know what? That's the perfect response to have you plugged it into the wall? Of course I have. You think I'm dumb? Well, have you tried peeing on it? What? What? No? Should I?
Try peeing on it.
I'm gonna go through a lot of computers, let me tell you. Oh man. But yeah, like the Destiny obviously has its faults. The questing is so far very generic. The story is
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
yeah.
We've come so far.
Yeah. You have to pee on things to get them to work. I'm not a very big fan of that. To be honest with you. Piph is
I'd be
over there
okay.
masturbating. I don't think games should allow that to be a thing.
Hey, if somebody wants to enjoy themselves, enjoying themselves
Yeah.
But I will say
in a
this.
virtual environment.
I will say this, that the idea that this game, like, because now you guys haven't said this, but a lot of people are complaining they think this game is too small. We're on Earth, we're riding around in a speeder, and this place is huge. I mean, for
If you're playing with thousands of players and expect this to be an MMO with the traditional MMO server where you're playing on the exact same world as other players, and imagine like Piph looking back down this hill and being like, oh, I see like 100 people just in this area alone, then yes, this would be a very small thing, because you're killing quest dudes and you never have quest dudes because they're always dead, because there's all these guys doing the same quest as you. But that's not the case. For something that is meant to support like 3-4 players at the same time, the size is fine.
right. And honestly, Piph, you're gonna have to invite me again, because the Destiny is rearing its ugly head at me.
I think it's when you guys run away from each other with your space bikes.
We were pretty close.
Yeah, it's just
actually.
kind of random. It just does it. I really hope they
Okay.
get this fixed, because I'm telling you what, this is leaving a very sour taste in my mouth.
Not a fan of.
Unlike baked bread.
Yeah, unlike baked bread, man. Yeah, baked bread never steers me wrong.
Baked bread is amazing.
But yeah, it's exactly. And that's the thing, is that people were getting pissed, and they were all like, you know. Now here's the thing. I understand that a lot of us are comparing this to MMO because there are MMO elements in it.
It's
but
an MMO.
Bungie was very, very careful not to say this is not an MMO. Don't expect an MMO.
I was discussing that with Piph before you joined, actually. Like, MMO has got kind of a negative connotation to it nowadays because, you know, so many World of Warcraft clones have failed, and I think Bungie just wants to get away from that negative stereotype by saying, this is not an MMO, guys, this is a new thing, this is revolutionary, this is...
I agree with that one, and I think there's another reason, too. The reason of exactly what we were talking about. For an MMO, this world isn't that big, so they don't want people trying to compare the two. They want people to keep in focus that this is not meant to be for, 20-man raids and stuff. So when people get pissed and say, Bungie, you lied to me, you said this is an MMO, it's like, no, they really didn't.
The Vanguard's reporting that
Well,
Fallen are tearing
Like,
into machines
there's a
all over the
problem there,
cosmos.
though, because if they
I'm
wanted
starting
to
to
make
think
the
they aren't just
game
looting the place.
and not have
Whatever
it
they're
be
looking for,
compared to an
we should probably
MMO,
find
they
it first.
shouldn't have made it so similar to an MMO.
It is an MMO in all ways except for the massive player playing at the same time. Massive player base playing at the same time. Because everything else is an MMO. It's a loot-based game with quests that resemble the most basic concepts of an MMO quest. They're not even that creative in that regard.
I agree with that. I would say at the very least that the
but it has good shooting mechanics. You know, it's got good gameplay. But what you actually do in this game, it's play an MMO, but without the people.
I completely agree with that. I would say that it is a very big distinction, the without the people, because that means a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Piph.
I mean, more or less. If you play an MMO like 1 year after it's released, this kind of feels similar because there's no one else playing
Yeah,
it.
that's true. There's no one here.
I can tell you this though. I played DDO, and I enjoyed that both with
The Fallen
friends
are
and
tapped into
solo.
something in the back of
I
the
don't know
room.
what that is.
Dungeons and Dragons Online.
No.
Is it Dungeon Defenders Online?
I enjoyed SWTOR solo, but that was because SWTOR has a really good story. It's an
Yeah.
exception to the rule.
Yeah.
In fact, I liked SWTOR's non-MMO elements and hated its MMO elements, which means that someone was doing something wrong.
Maybe they were doing
Because
it right. and just
that one
didn't
was
realize.
toted as an MMO, so, you know. At least
yeah.
with this one, you could be like, look, they said, you know, they were careful to say, no, BioWare's like, MMO, dude. MMO.
So basically, this should have been SWTOR, and the other game, SWTOR, should have been Destiny.
Yeah, maybe.
And everything would have been perfect.
I'm gonna press this button.
Welcome to the Star Wars first-person shooter.
Press the button.
The Fallen are trying to access these machines.
I know,
But
not a big
something
fan
is
of that.
fighting back.
Oh my.
This will take some time.
Piff.
Yo.
You're gonna have to invite me again.
God damn it. Right in the middle of like a, oh, the things are gonna be fighting you now section.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
This feels a lot like the problems we used to have with Payday.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened a lot.
And I even went through the 2 hours it took for me to learn how to port forward my 360. Because I don't learn things quickly.
2 hours of work.
You can port forward a 360.
Yeah, basically you use your computer. You basically look and see what ports the 360 uses, and then you make sure to open them up on the computer.
All right. Yeah,
But-
that makes sense.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was
wherever
just
you're-
being dumb.
but this is
Wherever your
things
router
that
is
I never knew
connected
how to
to.
do. So
Well, I have a 360, but it's just standing there collecting dust, so
Mm-hmm.
I never use it.
You're gonna have to get on Xbox 360 Live before I can invite you.
I am certainly trying. It literally kicked me all the way out of the game back to Xbox Home. So I'm a trying.
The game did that?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Wow.
I know.
Server overload. Caterpillar.
And
No,
and you
I,
know what?
I think
And
that's a...
I don't think there's any
that's
excuse
not
for
a-
that. It's really not. Day one or not day one, I'm sorry. This isn't a beta. It should work. It shouldn't be kicking me out every 5 minutes.
This is
yeah,
day
and
3 at this
kicking
point,
you
right?
out, even kicking you out of the like entire online section. That's not a caterpillar. That's an entire freaking pony.
Yeah. All right, Piff, I'm back in.
Right.
Oh, and it's so sad because I want to love this game too. I do. I like the grinding. I'm one of those
Look.
people, you know.
Bungie has done some amazing stuff. I really hope they do well with this game. I would hate to see that studio shutting down because this is a big risk. What they've made here and the cost of this game, it's crazy.
Actually,
I really
it's,
want this
it's,
to do well, but
it's
I'm
not-
not enjoying anything.
It's
that
not as
comes my
crazy
way.
as it sounds. A lot of people keep saying, "My God, they spent $500 million in this game," and Bungie keeps going, "No, we didn't. We really we didn't." Yeah, Bungie keeps saying that. People are like, Bungie's like, "I don't know where this rumor came from. It did not cost $500 million to make this game." I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm less concerned now.
Yeah,
Oh.
like I think it's hilarious. They're like, what? No, we didn't."
That is pretty funny though.
Isn't it? My God, you guys spent so much money in this game. Like they're like looking at each other. Did we spend that much? Do you have that much money? I don't.
Did you,
Did you spend that much money?
Did you get paid? Did you get paid that much?
Yeah. It's like, dude, our budget was like a fifth that. What did you? And like, there's like one room in the tower that's just completely gorgeous. You know, like some guy blew $400 million on graphics for a room in the tower.
It all went for Peter Dinklage. That's it.
Piph, you're gonna have to invite me again. It
Peter
tried to
Dinklage
sign
took
in
the
and
whole
it didn't.
money.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage pocketed $400 million.
You know.
Oh man,
He's done.
I
He's
will
done.
say that if nothing else, one thing I can see in this game is I can see some really good potential. If this is the start of a franchise, and if they actually learn from their lessons, they could make some really neat stuff in 5 or 6 years.
Okay, what the hell is Destiny 2?
Much bigger. More worlds to explore,
The
huger
Vanguard
maps,
quests.
a better
Fallen are
story.
tearing into machines all over the Cosmodrome.
Same
I'm
quest.
starting to think they aren't just looting the
I would want better
Whatever they're
quests, but
looking
I'd be
for.
okay with it.
We should probably find it
Okay,
first.
no, I'm out.
Yeah, no, well, I'm saying for me. I actually love the exploration
Okay,
and the gun shooting thingies.
not enough. As far as exploration goes, like, yeah, okay, you got some pretty stuff to look at.
And fine.
I'll say this, I don't mind grinding in certain games if it's fun, but this, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me.
I don't like
understand.
grinding in first-person shooters. I feel like bullets should do the same damage, even if you're level 1 or if you're level 90. I don't care. Like, bullets are bullets. You should do damage.
I get both those. I actually prefer it because if I'm going to grind, I'd rather it be fun. And first-person shooters are more fun than RPGs when it comes to gameplay.
And for me, it's the reverse. I like RPGs
Yeah.
better than...
Yeah, me too. But that's just a difference of opinion. It's fine.
Well, I
I'm
like
glad you tried this.
I
don't
like
want to convince you otherwise. I don't want to convince you not to enjoy this
No,
game.
no. I'm
Glad
trying
you
to
did.
I'm trying to figure out how to word it. I actually do enjoy RPG gameplay more overall than first-person shooters. I love RPGs more. But when it comes to grinding, which is doing the same task over and over to level up, first-person shooters are more fun. Because an RPG, in that sense, literally is pressing a button and watching your dude hit something.
Grinding is never fun. I know.
I find it relaxing sometimes. I know that sounds weird, but I do.
It does.
Yeah,
sound super-
it's kind of just like mindless. You know,
I thought you were still up.
Nope. I was dead.
I usually have a bit of grinding with my morning coffee, it's fine.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like it's non-stressful gameplay. You don't have to worry about story. You don't have to. You can kind of half pay attention
that's
to it.
sick. exactly what I'm saying.
I have specific games for that. Like yesterday, for example, I finally finished Binding of Isaac. I was so happy. Like I finally beat that game.
See, that
And
is
that's
not
one of the-
stress-free gaming.
Oh, that is one of the most relaxing games that I have. Like, I tune out and I'm just shooting stuff. I'm grabbing whatever power-ups that come my way.
Look, I like Binding
get that.
Isaac, but I would never call that game relaxing. That
Oh,
game
it is.
stresses me the F out.
Oh yeah, you'll get stressed at the beginning, but then you're like, yeah, okay, I either have the upgrades to beat this or I don't. And you die and you move on. Like, you restart, let's go again. It's fine. But another perfect game for that is Diablo, for example. Like, it's mindless grinding, so to speak. But if you have a goal, if you're doing like achievements or if you're trying to beat a certain difficulty,
How?
it ends up being relaxing too.
I
Stuff
see.
that you can play without using your ears in general, like stuff that you can play while listening to music or
Right.
listening to a podcast or do something else with your ears while you're playing that game. To me, that's a relaxing experience.
Exactly, same here. Like that's why I like grinding a lot. I'll watch like Burn Notice or something.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, so
Yeah.
that's usually my side activity.
Yeah, I like that. I think that has an important niche in my gaming career. I'm coming, Piph.
Watch out! There's a man.
There's a man, Piph.
Something like a rocket launcher.
I'm coming.
It's
Where are you?
Right here.
Oh, hi.
That was a lot of rockets you just took to the face. Well, not just, because I'm at a delay, but you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bubbles there.
There's a lot of bubbles there.
No bubbles.
Was killed by a shrapnel launcher.
Yeah, but as far as this game being like revolutionary, I haven't seen much to call it revolutionary.
No.
Yeah. It's
Outta here.
nice, it's neat, it's
Outta
fun. I could see paying $60 for this and thoroughly enjoying it for a month or two. But revolutionary.
Yeah, I would just advise caution. Like,
Yeah.
this game is what it is. It's not the best thing in the world. Careful with your hype. Careful throwing money at this thing. It might be a game you enjoy, but it probably isn't. Just saying.
Well, you can't say like probably isn't, but
Okay.
It's probably not what you
Everything they
expect
managed
because
to
the
steal.
wording on it has been so. This is not an
destroy
MMO,
this.
and there's so many MMO elements to this. So yeah, careful. Just
Yeah.
be careful with your expectations before buying this.
Indeed.
uh,
Leave
Which
your
is true with
expectations
ev-
on the train. The coal
Which-
train.
and that is true for any game,
Yep.
especially if it's been hyped.
What are we
What do you
supposed
mean?
to
Watch Dogs was a perfect game.
It's funny because it's true. Are we supposed to blow this thing up or something? Oh, we are. Shoot it, Piph.
I'm telling it to talk to my hand. at
Kept
the
hitting an
moment.
active firewall.
Shoot it with your gun
Will do.
part.
Is it the same hand you used to? I'm not gonna say it.
I hope you watched.
Is it the
The
masturbation
warden
hand?
did survive the collapse.
Is it your pimp hand?
An AI built to defend Earth. He faced the
I didn't want to
darkness
lower the
and
level
survived.
on Squeeze Channel.
And he's protecting
This is
something
this
here at
is
the Cosmodrome.
this is actually me filling in for
Final
somebody
formation.
else. It's not Squeeze like the
No, but
fourth
he's
wheel.
recording this thing. He's,
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
that.
actually just listening to the story, so we got to go find an AI called Rasputin.
Is it a Russian AI?
Yes, it is. How did you know?
I'm out.
Well, we are in old Russia, so you know.
Is that?
I forgot this was going to be up on your channel. Hi.
What? Wait, you somehow just completely
Yeah.
skipped the whole intro. Hi, I'm here with Piph and Globku and Axion.
And Piph is
Hey,
masturbating.
I can-
Yeah, and Piph is
Yes.
masturbating right now, and that led to the whole conversation of Axion wanting to take notes on people who do it in public, or
Yeah, that has
Well,
nothing
see,
to
that's
do
the
with you.
That's the thing. He was masturbating at the time. Huh?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. You kidding me?
touche,
I was busy.
touche. What was I thinking? I need to upgrade my stuff because I'm level 9.
Is there
What's
any
this?
more things on Earth? There is. Oh.
There are many things on Earth.
There is more things on Earth.
A lot of
Did you
things to
find
explore.
Rasputin?
Let me actually check something. Okay. Thought there might have been a higher difficulty.
What are you? You're a scout rifle. Are you better? You see, you're 34. You're 30. Oh, strength plus 9. Ooh, you're
So
50.
what's-
Hello.
Sounded like he was throwing up.
50. Ugh.
Oh
Stay away
god,
from that
50.
one.
50.
Is it just coming up?
So what are those choices that appear? Like you have a hard challenge, you have a challenge?
Basically, yeah, it just ups the level of what you face. So nothing fancy.
So what's the fire team thing?
Are they actually different narratives?
No.
Like different choices?
No, it's basically like choosing normal or hard on like Halo or something.
Okay.
Welcome back, Techno Michael.
High tech.
How many people are in chat? I don't know. It depends on what you mean.
This many. I'm holding
On
up
Skype there are 4.
fingers.
On chat there are a potential of 20 people.
There's reports
'Cause
a team
that's
of
the number I
Guardians in the
have.
Dark near the old Skywalker.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They were
getting
running a
to.
mission for Dead
It's an
Orbit.
infinite potential.
I know
Could
one
we
is
connect
me,
us to other
the other one is
colonies in the
Asin.
system? If we can find
So-
their ghosts, maybe we can open that erasure.
18.
I like